Okay, every big adventure starts at a survey, doesn't it? Well, here we are. It's Wednesday morning and we just did a survey north of Adelaide. South Road overpass things up there. And we are all fueled up, ready to go, on our way to Finke. Tom's already. This is round 2 for him, so he's got a bit more gear. We've got our radios, and I think you've sorted all your straps out from the last trip. He can't hear shit. Alright, so got the fuel bladder, because I think between Mount Dare and Finke or Alice Springs we got our biggest distance where we may need our fuel bladders. Especially we may try and do Lambert Centre if time permits, just to tick that box of Australia's geographical centre. Alright, let's start this trip. So plan is to eventually get on the Oodnadatta track and do at least the first 100 k's or so of the Oodnadatta. We marked out a place called Gregory Creek or something, which is around just over 700 k's I think today, what we plan doing. We're going to navigate dirt tracks pretty much as we can once we get past Port Wakefield. We were going to even go from lower light dirt tracks to Port Wakefield and through Balaclava and stuff. I think we're just going to do blacktop for the first 100, and then once we get past Port Wakefield we're going to veer off and start meandering our way on the dirt tracks. Anyway, enough bullshitting for now. Alright, we've finally just passed Port Wakefield. I'm going to let a little bit of air out of my tyres because they're up near 40 psi. Might turn the bike off so I can actually hear the air coming out of my fucking tyre. Alrighty, this is our little cut through the hummocks. It's probably going to be the hardest kilometre for the next 1,000 kilometres. And really it's not much, it's just a bit of a twin single track. But hopefully with all the rain we've had, there isn't any big boggy spots. And my phone is already flat and it's not fucking charging through my console, so I've got to rely on Tom at the moment for mapping. I know where to go in this section, but I'm gonna have to use my power bank and recharge the phone or swap it over to. Luckily I did bring a wireless power bank thing for my phone, but other than this small section, the next 1,000 k's is going to be big open dirt road. But that's what you expect, I suppose, when you're heading to the centre of Australia. Big open dirt roads with nice big beautiful vistas. Kangaroo. First kangaroos for the trip. Oh, he cleared that fence, no problem. And that's it, that's probably the hardest bit for the next 1,000 kilometres. I'll let Tom lead again. Right, so just coming into Port Pirie, we're still in very wet conditions, a couple hundred k's north of Adelaide. So we did some dirt roads, because we do have all the dirt roads marked out, but it's just too slow going, really. Tracks are very wet and sloppy, and we decided to get back on the blacktop to make up some time, just to make sure we get to where we want to be without it being too dark setting up tonight. So, and again, and from Port Pirie to Port Augusta, I've still got dirt roads we can do, but Tom and I have decided we're just going to do the blacktop to Port Augusta, because then after that, that's where we'll hit the dirt roads, and it should be dried out the further north we travel. We're still in the wet zone at the minute. So that's the plan. Refuel here in Port Pirie. Fueled up and ready for our next leg. Got my phone back up running again. So it should be Port Augusta by 20 to 11. Okay, another update, another survey. Not really going to film in between because it's all boring road stuff, really. Blacktop is what we just did to get here. Make up a bit of time. But filled the bikes up again full of fuel. And now we're going to go on the dirt road. Navigating our way. There's Port Augusta through this way. And going Copley, Lee Creek will be our next fuel stop. And hopefully that's the last of the wet weather. I know it does look a bit ominous out that way, but I'm sure these tracks now aren't going to be as wet and sodden like they were way further south, where we decided to do bitumen instead. So still got to ride carefully, sorry, because you're still going to have washouts and muddy patches about the place. So I think this is a 100k section of dirt road. Then we'll probably have a 200k section of sealed road, and then we should be on the start of the Oodnadatta trap. Just letting our tyre pressures down after all that blacktop. It's a bit squirrely in some sections along here, but this dirt road has gotten better. It was like red clay sort of mud before, bikes slipping around a bit. Alright, I do not want to drop the bike in there. Just going to see if there's anywhere else. Looks like there's a bit of a chicken truck I can see from another motorbike. Yep, that's definitely a better way round than dropping it in that slop. Hopefully there's not too much of that. It certainly makes it a bit more fun and interesting. Oh, last time travelling this road it was just red and dusty. It feels a lot different now with the muddy. Oh, here comes another one. No, not too bad. Still, I'm slowing right up for these. Just give it a bit of even power through it. Probably doesn't look like much on the camera, but I guess if you slip in that slop and the bike just lands sideways, all your gear's just covered in mud, and that's all I want to try and prevent. Ah, fuck, what I dreaded. Came up to it too quick. At least Tom's on the right spot. I was almost out of it. Oh, fuck my boots. No, I came up to it too quick, and then before I knew it, I was on this slippery, icy clay.
I want to avoid before we get to
Oh, fuck.
looking backwards.
Hang on.
One, two.
No. Can smell the fuel. I was so close to getting it out.
I could just see the mud just going into the air.
No traction on the back wheel. It's just a slick. You can see me slipping and sliding. Come on, you can do it. That's it, keep going. Getting there. Hey. Alright. Woo! Now I've got to flick all the mud off. Rear tire's still a slick. Alright. I think because I had a bit of speed approaching that clay stuff, I saw the chicken track, but I had no confidence in turning hard to the right to take it, and then I thought, I'm going to commit to it, and the first bit wasn't too bad, and then it started slipping and sliding, and then I thought, I'm so close, almost there, and almost got through it, and then I gently laid it down. Anyway, bit of fun. Alright, dropped number 2. Better turn this off. I missed the chicken truck again, going too fast. I've committed, come off on the left side. Oh my god, this stuff's like ice. Tom's over there on the other side. Alright, another bog hole to get out of. Light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my god. Whew. You're already there on your bike. Oh, I remember coming over this grid at hundreds of k, at over 100k an hour, only 8 months ago. Whew. Oh my boots feel like I've got 2 inches of mud on them. imagine what this would have been like when it was all flowing. Fucking shocker. Yeah, they've done a lot of work here. So we've just done 122 kilometres from Port Augusta along the dirt road, and we're finally going to be back on the sealed road. That 122 k's took about 2.5 hours with some challenging sections, that's for sure. But enjoyed it still, nevertheless. And now back on a familiar road. And Hawker's just to the right, I don't know, 20-30 k's out of Hawker, maybe a bit more. And then we're going to pass through Parachilna, but we're not stopping there. I think we just get fuel at Lee Creek is our next stop. All the roads were saying closed but going the other way, so we never had any warnings, but nevertheless we got through it. $2.90 a litre, so it's probably 20 cents more, and it's probably only 91 octane, not 98. Well, get what you can. Alright guys, so my mic has obviously gone flat, but what I did want to mention is that we just made the executive decision in Maree to just do another 10-15 kilometres along the Oodnadatta track, so we can still set up camp with some daylight. We fell short by about 60 kilometres of what we first anticipated, but it's because we spent so much time navigating dry weather roads that were quite challenging after Port Augusta. But that's alright, it's all part of the adventure, and we still managed to bank about 720 kilometres for the day. Tom, here. I reckon people have had a fire pit there. Just here. Here. Oh, yeah, he's saying yes. I can't hear a fucking thing. We are at camp. Tom's doing the, what is it, tandoori chicken with a creamy yogurt sauce in his sandulis. I can't believe you're wearing thongs in this prickly, spiky environment. Anyway, I am going the Thai green chicken curry. Water on the go. That'll do for now. The old winesmith survived, unlike your 8 litre Fuel bladder. Huh? Lost that one.
Fuck that.
What else? What was your shit story for today?
Picking your bike up twice.
Yeah. And what was...
Fucking no point.
And it's funny because we were at where Lee Creek, filled it up. So how long did it last? Not even
10 kilometres.
not even 10, 15
And
k's.
I thought, oh, I'll use
Day 2. We're only 10, 12 kilometres out of Maree, so pretty much started the Oodnadatta track. Slight frosty morning, not too bad. But enough to dry out the tents and stuff. So. I guess today, if all goes to plan, we're breaking this day up into 3 200 kilometre segments. So 200k to 200 kilometres to William Creek, refuel. We'd probably make it though to the Oodnadatta, and then 200k's to Oodnadatta. And then the last stretch 200 k's to Mount Dare. So hopefully, and then ideally we sort of plan to just cross the border and get into the Northern Territory. We saw on a map a place called Charlotte's Waters, bit of scrub there, so that's kind of what we hope to get to today. There's the fucking road somewhere out here. We've already had a bit of traffic. I reckon about 4 bikes have passed us in the last 45 minutes. A couple in pairs, and I think one guy on his own. Alright, do you want to lead? You lead. I'll let Tom lead. I've got to work out this fucking radio. I haven't programmed it right, so I can hear Tom on it, but then he can't hear me. I don't know, I'll fucking sort it out. Time to put some music on. Start of the Oodnadatta track. I've not done this section. Okay. Alright, the old Plainhenge tourism destination #1 from Maree. Guess there's nothing out here, so they gotta make shit up. Oh, something exciting, bit of water to get through. What line to pick? Just go this one. Vauxhall. Drowned bike. G'day, how are ya? Keep going. Alright, good luck, guys. Don't know what happened there, but I guess I'll ask Tom when we get to William Creek. They were probably the pair that we crossed, that passed us this morning when we were packing up camp. Oh, I don't know if I can pick it up from here, but just over the rise there, looks like an ocean of water with Lake Air, pretty sure. Forgot we're passing through there. Here we go, you might see it there. Hopefully the camera picks it up. But yeah, there's plenty of water out there. Wow. Very big, flat, vast, low-lying area. Can't remember the name of it, but that's an old abandoned railway siding, and that was also a possible camp for our travels, but looks like there's a car parked up at one end of it, and I suppose it's a good place to get to if the weather's really shit. That's I found that one on Wikicamps. Yeah, no worries. Let's just build a house all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. Margaret sighting. I'll just read about it later. I'll get it on my camera. A home for the gang of men who maintained the railway track for the Great Northern Railway line. Well, what a tough fucking life though, being out here. Oh, and is that the old track? Must have been. No cars, no. Oh, I just noticed that alongside us, just here, hidden in the grass, is must have been an old railway line. Anyway, onwards we go. It's quite a relaxing ride, sitting back on the couch, listening to some tunes and podcasts and taking it all in. I just saw my first dingo for the trip. Alright, William Creek, we have arrived. Stage 1 of today's ride. And I think from what I gathered, breakfast finishes at 9 o'clock here. And lunch doesn't start till probably midday, so kitchen will be closed. So there's, well shit, so I suppose there's only one thing left to do. And that's have a beer at the pub. A couple of planes to take the tourists out over the lake air, which is full of water. Royal Flying Doctors, good to know. Alright, where the hell do we go to get fuel? Here. There we go. William Creek Hotel. How much here? $3.10. Another 20 up from Maree. Do you want to try and come up next to me? We'll just do it all on the one transaction. We already know it's about 200k to Oodnadatta. And that guy drowned his donkey. They finally caught up. So alright, everything's open. That's what we want. Well, there you go, a fellow wanderer. Good on him. That'd be fucking epic. It's beautiful. I think that was a girl as well. Good on her. Imagine the solitude of being out here on a bush bike. Finally made it to Oodnadatta, end of stage 2 for today. Another 200k's banked. Let's see what they're going to slug us for fuel here. I think Lee Creek was $2.70, then it got to $2.90 or something in Maree, $3.20 at William Creek. What are we here? $3.10. God, it's gone cheaper. Alright, off we go. Mount Dare. Bit of traffic with everyone trying to get to the Finke. Oodnadatta. I think fuel was a bit cheaper than it was at William Creek, about 10 cents cheaper I think, but it was a bit disappointing. You couldn't just buy a beer with their supposed license. You had to order a proper meal, so we opted out and just had some muesli bars and water, and we're pushing through to Mount Dare. Hopefully it won't be an issue for them, and really I guess probably prefer to have one by 5 o'clock. That's what Google Maps is saying. We'll get there around 5, but what is the time? It's just on 2 o'clock, so surely it's not going to take 3 hours to do the 200k's being on bikes. And you know, the odometer's out, the speedo's out on these bikes. If I'm doing 120, I'm easily just doing 110. But yeah, plenty of traffic around. It's quite busy back there, and even coming into Oodnadatta we probably passed 8 or 9 vehicles, and they all caught up with us at the pump. And there's probably just as many out in front of us. You can already see the dust trail of 2 or 3. So hopefully we have good crosswinds if we go to overtake them, just so it clears the dust. Makes overtaking it a lot safer. Alright, we're about 80k's from Mount Dare, and the track has become a lot sandier and more chopped up, not graded or looked after really, I suppose, from about 100k after Oodnadatta. So deeper, sandier sections, more undulations. So I'm guessing all the fast flowing sitting on 120 or whatever is behind us now, and just a lot slower going. Last 80 k's Mount Dare. But yeah, lots of traffic, lots of people on bikes and cars heading this way. I reckon Tom and I have overtaken over 25 cars or more, trailers and stuff, trucks, and seen probably 15 or 20 people on bikes. A lot of people travelling on their own, or a couple in pairs like Tom and I. But yeah, look forward to getting a beer at Mount Dare, that's for sure. Tom reckons he's seen a dingo. Okay. Well, the car's right behind us. Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well. That's dingo number 3 for me today. Well, let's just triple check. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm all good. Yeah, yeah. Just, oh, my map says there's another track this way to Mount Dare. Yeah, Mount Dare Hotel.
Yeah, that's where you gotta go, but
Is that where you guys are heading, or you going to Dalhousie? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it said there's a turn off somewhere here, I think. Otherwise, we sort of loop around. I think we can still get there on this road. It's just a bit longer. Well, I remember coming here on our last trip. Oops. Definitely shouldn't have come this way to Mount Dare, but don't have time. I've already seen those ruins. Keep going. The way we're going, we'll get there in the dark. Alright, Mount Dare 67. Talk about going the long way round. Better wait here for Tom. Hey. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, great. Oh, waiting for Tom. I don't know where he is, so I've decided to turn around. But now it's caused me to drop my bike, just coming through this fucking shit. Now, there's no way I can pick this up by myself unless I take all the fucking luggage off it. Well, I might try once. Alright, 15 minutes later, I've picked the bike up, got all most of the bags off it, still no sign of Tom. I've sent him a text message via satellite with our phones. Don't know if he's got anything. I haven't seen a response. I don't know if he can respond, or can he? No, messages from someone else, I reckon. Anyway, I hope he's alright and he's just waiting for me. Oh, don't you hate that? Hopefully he's just waiting for me to maybe pick his bike up, or don't know. Oh, fuck, do not want to drop that again. What a pain in the arse. Oh, these guys might have some info. Okay, thank you. Alright, thanks. Ah, there we go, he's got a flat tyre. Alright, so I stopped a car just a little back, and they said he's about 5k's further down, so hopefully only got about 3k's to go. And just wonder whether we just camp where he is or fix his flat tyre and just get to Mount Dare in the dark. Anyway, we'll soon see. Oh, rear tyre. Oh, no trail stick.
Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Shall we camp here?
Nah.
Or you want to fix it and get there in the dark?
Get there in the dark.
Alright, let me
I was right, he was so funny, man. I'm there going, George.
you know I've been reaching you with text satellite, and I've been on the radio.
Did those guys tell you on the motorbikes?
Hang on, let me turn this 40k from Mount Dare. We finally fixed Tom's rear puncher. Lucky I pulled up 7k's up the road, waited for him, no sign. Turned around, a few cars have let me know he was back here. So lucky I only had to travel back 7 kilometres. And we've just getting last light now. Alright, 37k's to go. I've got Tom's light in behind me, just making sure he's behind me now. If that light disappears, I'm pulling up. But we've got some sandy shit that I've done 3 times. This is my 3rd time now going through some of this sandy shit. Whoa, whoa. But yeah, it was great. Every car that passed us offered us a beer or anything, but we were all good, didn't want to bother anyone. We did get 1 cold beer we shared between us, so we've already had a taste of beer. But it got me thinking, God, if you wanted to be a real prick, you just pretend you've got some issue and let every 4-wheel drive guy give you a beer, cold beer. I reckon we were offered 2 or 3 beers in that half hour we were there fixing this tyre, but we only took 1, so still motivated to get to the pub now. I think it shuts at 10 o'clock, so we got plenty of time up our sleeve. Meters to go, 7:20, and we've made it to Mount Dare. Time for a schnitty and a beer. Alright, I'd imagine. There's the Bowser. Just pull up here for now, I suppose. Alright, we made it. Jesus, pretty wild around here. Leave it cool, coyote. No, it's a guy.